Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a bonus reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Aquarius, I hope that you're doing well. This reading is all about what your dreams are telling you. I had a pretty profound and wacky dream about 2 weeks ago that I haven't been able to shake, and it spawned this series of readings. I'm going to be using 3 decks for your reading today. The first one is the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck for the overall energy, and for your tarot and oracle for the main spread, the Oracle of Mystical Moments and the Tarot of Mystical Moments, both by Katrin Wildstein. Cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, please. One card, please, Spirit. One card, please, Spirit. One card, please. The Offering. The Offering. I don't know the numbers for this. I want to say it's 114. If the L is 100, I have no idea. The Offering. So it's funny because I saw this as I was shuffling the deck. You know, I get flashes of the cards, and I saw this card, and I immediately, when I saw it, I thought, oh, this would be a beautiful card as an offering from Spirit, like an ace of wands, ace of swords, ace of pentacles, ace of cups. Even though it's like a human hand, I don't see it as you. I see it as Spirit offering something to you, this great opportunity. It's like it's so big that whatever color was here before, it's almost like they've pushed it out of the way, kind of like an oil slick on the water. When you see an oil slick on the water and you see all of these iridescent colors, when you put something in the water, it pushes all those, that iridescence out of the way, if only for a moment. Make room. Spirit is coming through with something so beautiful for Aquarius. Could be I don't know. I'm seeing illumination, but then I'm also seeing the hand is kind of, it seems like it's holding something. Honestly, Spirit showing me sand. But it's not what you think. Because now they're showing me this video. You know how you go on these they call it doom scrolling. I'm guilty of it. I think we all are. But every once in a while, I will see videos of like some dude somewhere, and he's got this kind of metal ball that he heats to like 1,000 degrees. No joke, no exaggeration, 1,000 degrees. And he puts it in things and watches things melt, right? It's fascinating. The last one I saw, which was yesterday, there was a glass filled with sand, and he put this 1,000-degree metal ball on the surface of the sand, and it didn't budge, it didn't melt, it didn't do anything. It was almost impenetrable. It was, you know, I thought that sand turned into glass at very high degrees, but I guess it needed to be hotter than that. Normally, if he put, like one other time, it didn't do anything, and that was when he put it on a pineapple skin. That pineapple skin was resilient, I will tell you. But anyway, so that's why I'm saying it's not what you think, because they're showing me sand in that hand, but it's not what you think. It's like this resilience that can withstand anything. Let's see what the cards have to say. I'm going to pull 3 cards of Oracle, 3 cards of Tarot as the clarifier. There's no past, present, or future. It's just the message that you need to hear right now. Wow. This card, this last card that popped out, has come out for like 4 signs already. It's very interesting. And I'm going to pull the tarot. Wow, your cards are no joke today. They're just flipping right out. For the other signs, it was like pulling teeth, and for you, it's like boom, bam, boom. Let's get on with it with Aquarius. That kind of seems like Aquarius energy, doesn't it? Let's get on with it, honey. You've been talking too much. Number 35, which reduces to an 8. The Strength card in the Major Arcana. The mastery over the ego. Right? The ego that keeps us trapped in fear. It says a long way home. A long way home. Maybe you are far from home, because it's clarified by the 4 of Wands, which talks about stable foundation. The 1111 card, Twin Flame card, but stable home, celebration. And you did get this card in reverse. So there could be something about a sense of home. A sense of home in your heart. Where do I belong? So you could have a stable physical home. But, you know, where do I belong? Where can I anchor myself? What emotion can I anchor myself in? If I'm not careful, I could float away. I feel like you want to pick up, though. And if not physically, emotionally, or spiritually, like you're not satisfied with where you are in your heart. It's not that you have a bad heart or anything like that, but it's like you want more. You've been asking for more, and I feel like Spirit wants to give that to you. But it's like they present it to you in grains of sand and a handful of sand, and you think, what the hell am I going to do with this? It's something so humble, isn't it? Sand. It's so humble. It's not fancy. It's not complex. I mean, it is complex. On a molecular level, it must be very complex if it can withstand the kind of heat that I saw in this video. It didn't do anything. It was like ball of molten rock. Like, what does that matter to me? I mean, that's how resilient that was. So I mean, I was expecting at least the glass to break. It didn't even, it's like it dissipated the moment that the hot, like iron ball or whatever touched the sand. It's like it was dissipating the heat. It wasn't causing any kind of impact. It was very resilient. And so it's almost like Spirit might be presenting you with a gift, a very sacred gift. And you might be thinking, this is like chump change. Why did I say chump change? I mean, you could be questioning Spirit. What am I supposed to do with this? This isn't what I manifested. This isn't what I asked for. To that, it's almost like Spirit is asking you to be resourceful. Think outside the box. That's the best thing that Aquarians know how to do, is think outside the box. Spirit just said, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Yeah, something, it's not done yet. The World card in reverse, number 21 in the Major Arcana. This ends the Major Arcana. We start with the Fool and we transverse or transport to the World, which talks about chapters closing and new chapters opening. We're not done yet. You're not done yet. This chapter isn't closed. It's just the beginning. That's what Spirit's saying. Can I have one more clarifier? is this chapter about? What are we trying to evolve through, right? Because it's all about evolution. It's also about like up-leveling ourselves. Two of Swords in the reverse. I think you finally, at least, you haven't turned a blind eye to things. You're looking at things exactly as they are. You've made decisions. Two of Swords in the upright talks about indecision and being stagnant, and Spirit is showing me, okay, no. It's not that they're not evolving, and it's not that they're not moving. They've made their decisions about something. So you could have come to this like realization about yourself that it was very profound. But it's almost like, okay, Spirit, maybe that was part of the gift, the realization of something very profound, and then you're just like, okay, but how's that helping me? How is that helping me up-level myself? How is that helping me with my sense of home? Right? Number 24, reducing to a 6, the Lover's card, Gemini energy in the Major Arcana, Mermaid's Love. Believing in the impossible. You know, this card has come out a few times, and I talk about it in terms of the overcoming obstacle, thinking beyond what seems impossible, right? She's a mermaid, he's a man, and yet they fell in love. How is that going to work? Yet somehow they make it work. It's like bringing up this sense of magic and wonder in yourself again. Maybe that was somehow lost along the way. It's clarified by the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles usually talks about somebody who's independent, single, having worked hard for their pentacles and just enjoying the fruits of their labor. And when the card is in reverse, it's kind of like feeling dependent, feeling like we have to rely on other people for our abundance. For you, I'm not feeling like it's the most positive feeling, because sometimes it's good for us to co-create with other people, but I don't feel that for you right now. I just feel like these represent kind of uphill battles. We're still successful because we're Aquarians, and that's what we do. Yeah, okay. So 3 cards just flipped out, all in the reverse. And remember I talked about the Strength card? Well, here it is. In the reverse. 5 of Swords in the reverse. 2 of Wands in the reverse. 2 of Wands talks about having made a decision between 2 things. Right? 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands. Not turning a blind eye, making a decision, a definitive decision about something. Not feeling anymore like you need to compete. 5 of Swords can talk about comparison, competing with other people, winning at all costs. And I feel as though part of understanding our ego is realizing what we're fighting against. When you realize that you don't have to compete with people anymore, it takes a lot of the load off. It takes a lot of the burden off, because it's like the burden of expectation. But you yourself have your own expectation, right? And sometimes our expectations can disappoint us. And when we don't get something that we want, we end up trapped in fear, instability. The Strength card in reverse. Instability. Emotional instability. And Spirit here is saying, and I'm going to show it to you, another synchronicity. 21 and 21. Tiny triumphs. One step at a time. I think this card came up in the Gemini reading. In their reading, it was talking about standing tall and standing proud. Been hunched over for too long. And in your reading, it's like big things come in little packages, like those grains of sand. Like mice don't usually stand on 2 feet, do they? It's incremental steps which lead to bigger gains. So if this is talking about a business venture, right, the same rule applies. You could want to start a new business, but if you don't just start it, right, you could come up with a plan and everything, but if you're always waiting for the perfect moment, you're never going to find that perfect moment, because the perfect moment doesn't exist. They're synchronous moments. They're ideal moments. But if you don't create the moment for yourself, it won't exist. You know, if Spirit gives you this handful of sand, I'm going to turn this handful of sand into an Instagram video or a TikTok video that's going to get 3 million hits. And I'm going to start to make some money. If I find that video again, I'll let you know how many hits it got. People watch stuff like that. I watched it. I think I watched it like 3 times. I was like, how is it not melting, right? Incremental progress. I know an Aquarius who's my boss. He's like the big boss. And he's an Aquarius, and he likes the line, I think he got it in a training or something, but constant gentle pressure. Constant gentle pressure. Right? We try to elevate ourselves, just like the sand, constant gentle pressure. 7 of Cups. Soon you're going to realize that you have a lot more options than you thought you did. So many are going to be presented to you that it's going to confuse you, Aquarius. You're going to have too many choices. That's what this card is all about. Too many choices. It's going to clarify, or what are these choices? What do they have to do with 7 of Cups, please, Spirit? Page of Cups. Love. Love. Friendship. Page of Cups is all about an offering. Could also talk about apology, but I don't see that here. I just see somebody being enamored by a new love interest or a new friend or a new opportunity. Pages take the first step, right? It's just like what I was just talking about, incremental. Take the first step towards the thing that you want. And Spirit will take 10 steps towards you. Let's read from the book, The Offering. The Offering. The gift, the present, the sacrifice. Unlike many of the other cards in the deck, the Offering carries a clear as day message and a call to action. As you may have guessed, it is time for something to be given and given up for the sake of the bigger picture. If nothing comes to mind immediately, though it's likely it will, take time in meditation to consider what must be offered and who is to receive it. It's likely you'll feel attachment and hesitancy. You'll make excuses, but recognize the link between the word sacrifice and the word sacred. One leads to the other. When we offer up something to the greater good, we lighten our load and become more able to serve. Imagine for a moment if you were to offer your whole self unconditionally to the world. For now, start small. Right? For now, start small. Isn't that what I was saying the whole time? Imagine you were to give yourself to the world, but for now, start small. I love that for you. That's your reading, Aquarius. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aquarius.